Let's set the record straight. There's a lot of noise out there about who millennials are, what we value, and how we've changed the world. But let's take a moment to really look at what it means to be a millennial in 2026. If you were born between the early 80s and mid-90s, you're a millennial, part of the most talked about generation ever. We've been analyzed, criticized, and sometimes misunderstood, but we've also been at the center of every major cultural shift for the past 2 decades. We've been blamed for killing everything from napkins to the diamond industry, but here in 2026, we're not just surviving, we're running the show. We're leading companies, starting movements, and redefining what success looks like. Our childhoods bridged analog and digital, dial-up modems, mixtapes, and now, TikTok dances we're probably too old for. We remember floppy disks and the thrill of the first text message, but we're also fluent in memes and emojis. We're the bridge generation, with one foot in our parents' world of landlines and the other in the age of AI. We grew up watching Saturday morning cartoons and now binge-watch entire seasons in a weekend. We were told to go to college for a good job, then watch the economy flip the script in 2008. Many of us graduated into a recession, hustled through the gig economy, and learned to pivot when plans fell apart. The old social contract, work hard, retire with a pension, became a fairy tale. We realized early that stability wasn't guaranteed, so we got creative about building our futures. So, we rewrote the rules. We built side hustles, embraced remote work, and found new ways to connect and collaborate. Our story isn't about avocado toast, it's about adaptation. We've learned to budget, invest, and make the most of what we have, even when the odds were stacked against us. We've faced financial crises, a pandemic, and rapid tech change. Each challenge forced us to rethink what matters, and each time we found new ways to move forward. We've started families, built communities online and offline, and supported each other through uncertainty. Our resilience is our superpower. Now as leaders, we're reshaping the world with creativity and resilience. We're launching startups, making art, and pushing for change in ways big and small. We're not just inheriting the world, we're actively changing it. From climate action to social justice, we're making our mark and refusing to settle for the status quo. The journey's been weird, unpredictable, and sometimes hilarious, but we're figuring it out together. We've learned to laugh at ourselves and keep moving forward. Welcome to the millennial era. It's not just a party, it's a movement, and everyone's invited. What drives millennials? What makes us tick? And what do we truly value in our lives, our work, and our relationships? At the heart of it all, 4 core values shape who we are. First, diversity and inclusion. We don't just tolerate differences, we celebrate them, believing that every voice adds something unique to the conversation. Growing up online, we witness the world's richness firsthand. We expect our workplaces, our media, and our communities to reflect that same diversity. We want to see ourselves and everyone else represented and respected. Second, work-life balance. We watched our parents and older generations burn out, sacrificing their health and happiness for their jobs. We decided that life's about more than just work. It's about living fully, finding joy, and making memories. We want meaningful jobs, but we also crave time for travel, hobbies, and loved ones. We believe success isn't just measured by promotions, but by the richness of our experiences. Third, technology. As digital natives, technology is woven into every part of our lives. It's our tool for connection, learning, shopping, activism, and even self-expression. We use it to build communities and spark change. For us, the digital and real worlds aren't separate. They blend together seamlessly. We're comfortable navigating both, and we expect brands and employers to keep up. Fourth, purpose and authenticity. We want our work and purchases to matter. We look for meaning in everything we do, from the companies we support to the causes we champion. We're drawn to companies with real missions and transparent practices, places where we can see our values in action, not just in slogans. We spot inauthenticity instantly. Growing up surrounded by constant advertising and social media, we've developed strong filters for what's real and what's just for show. We want real impact, real values, and real connections. We're not interested in empty promises. We want to see genuine action and lasting change. We're not just consumers or employees. We're active stakeholders in building a better future for everyone. We want to leave the world better than we found it. These values drive how we live, work, and shape the world around us. They influence our choices, our relationships, and our ambitions. We expect more from ourselves and from everyone around us. That's the Millennial Code, a commitment to progress, empathy, and authenticity. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real, being true to ourselves, and lifting each other up. And that, more than anything, is our superpower. Remember gray cubicles and strict dress codes? Millennials said, "We can do better." We pushed for remote and flexible work long before the pandemic made it mainstream. Productivity isn't about where you are. It's about what you accomplish. We flattened hierarchies, favoring collaboration over command and control. Bosses became mentors, not just managers. We value open communication and real-time feedback, not annual reviews. Company culture and well-being matter. Benefits like mental health support and flexible leave are now standard. We see ourselves as whole people, not just cogs in a machine. The smartest companies know investing in employee happiness is smart business. Millennials didn't just change where we work. We changed how work works. Our influence goes far beyond the office. Millennials are redefining what it means to work, collaborate, and create in the modern world. We've embraced flexible schedules, remote work, and digital tools that connect us across continents, making teamwork more dynamic and inclusive than ever before. As the largest consumer group, we've forced brands to focus on sustainability and ethics. Our choices have pushed companies to rethink their values, prioritize transparency, and adopt greener practices. We care about where our products come from and how they impact the planet. We read labels, research supply chains, and vote with our wallets. Every purchase is a statement, and we're not afraid to hold brands accountable. Our demand for information has made ethical shopping the new normal. We harness tech to create the sharing economy. Think Airbnb, Uber, Etsy, empowering individuals and disrupting old industries. By leveraging apps and platforms, we've made it easier for people to earn, travel, and connect in ways that were unimaginable just a decade ago. We champion diversity in media, demanding stories that reflect real life. Our voices have opened doors for underrepresented creators, and we celebrate content that showcases the richness of our world. Social media became our tool for activism, turning hashtags into movements. We use digital platforms to raise awareness, organize support, and amplify causes that matter to us. We organize protests, share news, and fact-check in real time. Our ability to mobilize quickly has changed how society responds to injustice and misinformation. Grassroots movements like Black Lives Matter gained global traction thanks to millennial mobilization. Our generation's passion for justice and equality has inspired millions to take action, both online and in the streets. We've democratized commerce, culture, and activism. By supporting local businesses, independent artists, and community initiatives, we're building a more inclusive and accessible world for everyone. Our generation turned online conversations into real-world change. We don't just talk, we act, transforming ideas into impact and making a tangible difference in our communities. That's millennial innovation in action, reshaping the world, one bold idea at a time. It hasn't been easy. Student debt hit us hard. Many of us delayed buying homes or starting families. The gig economy offers flexibility but little security. No benefits, no retirement plans, just constant hustle. The cost of living soared while wages stagnated, making homeownership a dream for many. We're often called Generation Rent for a reason. These pressures create constant anxiety, even when we do everything right. Social media adds to the stress, fueling comparison and perfectionism. Mental health struggles are widespread, anxiety and depression are common. We're carrying a heavy load, but we're not silent about it. We're facing our challenges head-on. Millennials broke the silence around mental health, starting important conversations that were long overdue. We started sharing our struggles openly, using social media to build supportive communities and connect with others who understood. Therapy is now seen as self-care, not weakness, and seeking help is encouraged. We demand mental health resources from employers and schools, making support more accessible. Companies offer mental health days and therapy apps as standard benefits, recognizing their importance. We're teaching the next generation that it's okay to not be okay and to talk about their feelings. Emotional honesty is our new norm, shaping how we relate to each other. This may be our most lasting legacy, changing the conversation around mental health for good. In 2026, millennials are parents, leaders, and innovators. We've learned resilience, built community, and challenged outdated systems. Our workplaces are more flexible and inclusive. The brands we support are more ethical and sustainable. We're having honest conversations about mental health and social justice. The challenges, inequality, climate change, division, are real, but so is our determination. We're collaborative, tech-savvy, and globally minded. Our optimism is a tool for change. We questioned why, demanded more, and started building a better world. The story isn't finished. The best chapters are ahead. We're the architects of the 21st century. The future isn't happening to us, we're creating it. And it's looking pretty hopeful.